Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome or welcome back. My name's Bree. If you're new here, today's video, we're going to be doing a reading vlog. With Valentine's Day coming up, I thought it would be fun to do some romance reading specifically, so that's what we're doing. Romance reading in honor of Valentine's Day, you know, kind of get in the mood or whatever. I did forget to record an intro to this video prior to doing my reading, so I have already done all my reading for this video, and unfortunately, I did not read quite as much as I'd hoped. But that's okay. That's fine. You know, you don't want to put pressure on reading when you're busy or tired or whatever. So this is, I guess, a realistic reading vlog as well. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go back in time, do some reading together, and then I will see you at the end for some thoughts and ratings of the books that I read during this video. I just wanted to pop in really quickly and talk about my first impressions of When in Rome. I'm about 100 pages in right now, so I've got a good idea of like what the plot's supposed to be and the characters. We have Amelia, or Ray Rose, who's like the pop star sensation or whatever of the book. She decides to take a break from her life and go to the small town Rome, Kentucky, and just kind of, you know, get away from the pop star life. She meets Noah, who's our male main character. Right off the bat, I like Amelia. I think she's cute, she's fun, and I like that we're kind of getting a little bit more of her deeper thoughts in the book so far. And then there's Noah. I don't like Noah. He's annoying and irritating and just rude. I understand this is supposed to be like a grumpy sunshine type of situation, but he's not really giving grumpy to me. He's just giving rude and irritating, and it just seems like he hates her and her existence and is avoiding her fully. So I'm like, I don't really understand. We're almost halfway through the book. I don't really get how there's supposed to be a romance coming out of this. We still have some reading to do, so maybe my opinions will change on that, but at this point I'm just not really a fan of him or them as a couple. Those are my first thoughts. Okay guys, I have made the executive decision to DNF, or at least soft DNF, When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I'm just really not enjoying this book, and I think it's causing me to be a little bit harsh on my opinions, and it's sort of slumping me out in a way. For now, I'm going to put this book down. Maybe we'll come back to it one day, maybe we won't, but it's time to move on. So we're going to move on to Deep End by Allie Hazelwood. So hopefully we enjoy this one and we get at least one book finished during this romance reading vlog that so far isn't going that great. I will update you eventually. Hello again, welcome back. I've been waiting. I've been sitting here this whole time waiting for you to catch up. Anyway, let's get into our thoughts and ratings for these books. First book that I picked up in this video was When in Rome by Sarah Adams. Unfortunately, I did end up, I think I said soft DNFing this book. After some time has passed and I've had some time to really think about my thoughts about this book, I do think it's going to be a permanent DNF. Unfortunately, it's just not my type of book. So I'm also not going to be giving it a rating because I didn't finish the book. Some things that I liked about this book I kind of mentioned before, but I did really like Amelia and her character in general. She was really fun and cute. And I do really love the writing style of this book. It's very fast-paced, bingeable, and easy to read, and it's just like it's a good little fluffy romance in that sense. And if that's what you're looking for, this is a great book. But I think I set myself up for failure picking up this book. If I had ever read the back little blurb, I probably would have never read this book in general. It follows the plot line of like a famous person going to a small town or whatever, and as much as I love small town romances, I don't really love the whole pop star or like famous person in books as much, or at least I just haven't found a lot of books with that plot line that I enjoy. Because of that, and also the fact that I really wasn't enjoying Noah as our male main character, this just wasn't it. It wasn't for me, and that's okay. I probably will give Sarah Adams another chance with one of her other books, because like I said, I do really enjoy her writing. Yeah, we'll see what I feel about maybe a future book of hers. I don't know. I went on to read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I realize now I didn't give you a single thought or opinion throughout my reading of this book. My bad, y'all. I'll do better in the future, but whatever, we're here now. So overall, I did really enjoy this book, actually. I've been thinking about it for a few days now, and I think for my rating, it's going to be a 3.75 stars, because it's not quite a 4 for me, but it's like better than a 3 or 3.5, you know? So that's what we're doing for this one. 3.75 stars. Overall, I really enjoyed this book. It was the perfect book to pick up after When in Rome, especially because, like I said, When in Rome was sort of slumping me out and making me really not want to read. But after picking up this book, that was fine. I loved it. I really liked our characters in this book. Both the main characters and a lot of the side characters I really enjoyed. Yeah, I love the writing style. I've never read Ali Hazelwood before, so this is my first book of hers, and I enjoyed it. I'll probably be reading more Ali Hazelwood in the future. I really liked that you could feel the connection between the characters, the relationship building throughout the book, and I think that's what was lacking a lot for me in When in Rome. But yeah, I also really love the whole pool and Olympic concept. I love swimming and I love being in the water, so that just kind of made it more enjoyable for me. There were some times when the book got a little too sciencey for me, but other than that, thoroughly enjoyed it. There is some spice in this book. I wouldn't consider it a super spicy book. It does focus a lot on being a BDSM / kinky type book. Personally, I wouldn't consider it quite those things, but I do think that she did an amazing job at representing a potential real-life couple who wants to explore those things in a healthy way, and this, I feel like, could be a good representation of what that would look like in a real-life situation. So I do respect how she handled it in that sense. If you are someone who maybe doesn't read a lot of spice or things like that, but is starting to enjoy that, this would be a good book for you, I think. Again, it's not too much, it's not too crazy, it's not like every chapter things are going on, but it was well balanced. I also love the fact that the third act conflict in this book wasn't your basic, oh, we're gonna fight and break up and now we're back together and we love each other. The conflict in this book, I liked that it was unique, and then also I liked the way the conflict was handled. I think that it was very, very appropriate for the age group and handled maturely considering they're college kids. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. Yeah, well, those are my thoughts. That's all I have for you on that sense. And unfortunately, I didn't read as much as I had hoped, like I mentioned before. But again, that's okay. There's no biggie, no pressure, you know? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for today's reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of these books, if you enjoyed them. You know, what are your thoughts? And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully I will see you in the next one and future ones. Yeah, bye.